It's Buck, D and Shondeen, a show to be forever, a show that'll do whatever our viewers desires. It's Buck, D and Shondeen, a show of perfection, an object of affection to quench our viewers' fire, completely free from infection, to be used at our viewers' discretion, waiting only for your direction. It's Buck D and Shondeen.
I'm tired. There ain't nothing to do. We can't go nowhere. This Rona ain't it, man. Oh, hold on, girl. Let me play you this new album I just bought.
Yeah, it's going double balled up. Aluminum Foil and Cover Your Mouth Productions proudly presents 2020 COVID Hits. The quintessential sounds that got us through the Rona. Robert Isley and the Isley Brothers. Patti LaBeouf and Michael McDonald. Damn, I should have thought of this shit. The sultry sounds of Buck Rawls and much, much more.
You'll never find.
Yes, you get 5011 of the only coronavirus ballads and hits ever recorded.
The ones who protect you.
Not sold in any store, bodega, swap meet, flea market, trunk, or outlet. This exclusive internet offer is available only here and only now.
Eggshells, if they ain't 6 feet away, told me that I got.
You get Mary J. Buck. The incomparable Buck Pendergrass.
Forget about a quarantine. Ain't no COVID in my place.
Buck 12.
COVID-19. We can't go home cause we can't go outside.
And a soulful Buck Green.
Love is stimulants. Yeah. Something that'll pay off my phone. And I can buy some new Nikes.
And a gang of more songs that you ain't know was COVID classics.
COVID got me tripping in my home, so stay your ass home.
Remember, this limited ensemble is not to be streamed on any platform.
Go back to the days that sports was on.
Operators are standing by to take your money. Order now before the sounds of COVID hits get away.
Yes, girl. What is this? That's that COVID hit.
To order your copy of 2020 COVID Hits, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-ARONAS. That's 1-800-327-6627. Or rush $49.58 plus $80.13 in shipping and handling to COVID Hits. BS Box 6969, Department X, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87109. Operators are standing by. Call 1-800-ARONAS. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call now. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, WIC vouchers, and food stamps are all accepted.
Baby, you gotta let me borrow this. You gotta get your own.
Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden.
Welcome back to the Buck D and Shondeen Show. This is your boy Buck Dangerous.
And I'm Shondeen. You guys remember me.
And as you can see, once again, she is outshining me in the fashion department. It's too hot, man. It's too hot. I don't see how you're doing.
Look at the shirt, though. He's outdoing me with the funny business. Look at this. I love this shirt. I'm a huge fan of Tyson.
Shondeen, oh my gosh, you were doing jokes about Tyson for a little bit.
Yeah, it's because he has Tyson Ranch with the whole with his whole THC or what THC.
Yeah.
His whole bud farm. So
I forgot about that. I just thought about it when you said that. But look at you, all fabulous and put together once again.
I'm gonna be coming on here with my fur and stuff. Even if we're in quarantine, we're gonna be doing this show regardless.
When you gonna be wearing a fur? It's hot. What are you talking about?
Watch, upcoming. I'm gonna do a fur.
I'm good.
Diamonds.
You can wear enough fur for both of us. We don't want PETA on us though. Is it gonna be fake fur?
Yeah, maybe not.
Or you can wear like a chupacabra fur or something like that.
There we go. Or somebody's dog that they don't really want.
No, see, I used to be for that. Now I have a dog. I don't play that.
You gotta bring the puppy on here.
Yeah, I gotta bring her. Almost, you know what?
This dog is so attached. We did a show last week, and this dog would just buy Buck's feet the entire time.
The whole time that she does not move, I call her my third daughter. So shout out to Mama.
Apparently, everyone was on you.
Everybody was sniffing my ankles.
You know what we should show? Did you remember? I fell. We were having.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we might have to send that to get that edited in here.
You're gonna see that there was no F's given when I fell.
Yeah,
and Buck was like, I know you got that on tape.
No, you recorded that.
Awful.
Speaking of entertainment, so you were telling me about this whole drive-in movie theater. You know, I want to call it a movement because I've seen it in other states where they're trying to, get this popping since we have the coronavirus and people can't be around each other. So what was the one you were speaking of? Or is it even happening? Because we had to make a couple of calls.
We did have to make a couple of calls, and it's like, I think they're pushing the date back perhaps.
Yeah.
The first weekend in July or the second weekend in July.
Okay.
That we don't know yet, but it's with Revel and 99.9 Beat. Byron thought of it. It was genius.
Right.
It was genius.
And he's supposed to be here. You're too busy, Byron. You need to come hang with us. Regular people. Come get on the regular show.
He's a businessman.
Yeah. So I think that, why I love that idea? Just because I love going to the movies. The only bad part is it won't be new movies. But if they pick like some of the classics, I'll go and support that because I love going to the movies, and then we just need something to get us out of the house.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I thought of it too. Like I was like, they should bring the drive-in back. Why aren't they? And then next thing you know, who's doing it?
Right. So I wonder if they're gonna do it like old school style, where you change your. Have you ever been to a drive-through?
Yeah.
A drive-in?
I've been to a drive-through.
Drive-through.
Drive-by.
I forgot.
Drive-in, bro. Don't let this Karen haircut fool you.
You've been locked up. You were locked up. You did a 25 to life bid at 16, so I already know. So what happens is they'll give you a frequency, and you could change your radio, and you can just hear it right there.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that's dope. Now the only problem for me is I haven't. Like if I do go to it, I'll be by myself. I'll be solo in my ride.
Well, you can bring your dog. Why would you?
No, Mamba is so loud. Like she'll be barking, and everybody be mad at me for bringing the dog.
Be nice.
No, I think that's dope. But do you see what's like the downfall for it? Because I've been reading on all these drive-in suggestions and ideas. But I see a lot of cities that are like shooting it down. Like, what's the problem? Like, what do you see? Like, there could be a bad situation when it comes to that.
Well, if you're there with your date, the worst thing that happens, which could be the best thing or could be the worst thing.
I think I know what you're gonna say. What's the bad thing?
You know what it is. When the car's rocking, don't come knocking. I guess. What did they say? When the windows are steamy.
Yeah.
That could be kind of a thing if there's kids around and whatnot.
Man.
Especially these crazy exhibitionists who want to put their ass print on the window, like me.
Like you. I was gonna say you're talking about yourself.
I know.
The only problems I would have is because I have a vanity plate.
Oh,
so everybody would know it's me.
And I love his vanity plate. I always go, who's self-centered? It's Bucky.
I always wanted a vanity. No matter what kind of hoopty it was, I always wanted my own license plate. But I'll know people will be super nosy, trying to see who I'm with, and whatever.
They're gonna know it's you.
They're gonna know.
Are your windows tinted?
Yeah, but not that tinted.
Right.
You can still see.
They'll still the silhouette.
They'll see my car jumping, but. They're like, when did he get hydraulics in an Altima?
He's like moving around in the back to make a scene.
No, I think that's a dope idea. Look, we don't have to be close to people. People can bring their own snacks. That's the thing they may lose out on. I think the only thing that would make it profitable, like you have to charge a lot. It's not going to be a regular movie ticket.
I think no. The only downfall, that's what he said. He was waiting on one last thing, and that was they're going ticketless. So it's going to be, you have to get it, and it'll be scannable on the phone. So they're waiting to get those details in. That's what we're waiting for.
But I don't think, what I'm saying is, just because you can't do the whole concession thing, you have to make like money. Like I'd say $35, you got to go. And you might throw in maybe 2 movies, not just one. Yeah. That's how I would do it. Just to get it, to make it profitable. And plus I've been seeing people doing, they're doing drive-in concerts. No, have you seen those?
I haven't seen that.
Yes, I saw a country concert. I can't think of what it is, but there's a stage and they have a big old screen behind, and they tune in.
Why not drive-in stand-up comedy, Buck?
No.
Bro.
Because I probably pass out from carbon monoxide poisoning or something.
If they tune, not when you're on stage.
Yes, I will.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
Think about it. And then, or at a comedy show, you can get booed by people honking their horns at you the whole time.
That's true too.
Boo, boo.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, I think
the hecklers, but it's gonna be.
I think with stand up, it's so much different than everything else. You can do a concert that way, but stand up, I just think you need to look in people's eyes. You got to hear it.
It's the energy
you
from
have
the
to
audience.
feel it, and it's still going to be that wall if people are in their cars.
Yeah.
The one that I saw though, it was a concert. I believe it was in Europe somewhere. They were doing the drive-in concert. People got out of their cars and was like, forget it.
They were sitting on the top of the hood.
No, they just rushed the stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so you got to think about that. Think about people getting drunk in their own car and then they drive it away. Like it's a lot of liabilities, which that I didn't think of until after you see why certain cities.
Nobody wants to be contained. We never thought this was going to happen.
No.
Nobody wants to be contained. That's what's weird about it.
I just feel like it's so many variables now in anything that we do, man. It's crazy because I just went to go get something to eat before here, and they have the sign that says, in order to enter, you must wear a mask.
Right.
And so, I'm putting my mask on and I go in there. There's like 20 people and 2 of us have masks on.
Yeah, it's like it's a really confusing time, I think, because I went into the store. Should I say which one? I don't know. But I thought
I was gonna say, but I ain't gonna say.
Nobody wants to get first of all, nobody wants to be a non-mask wearer because you stand firm in that. Then you're gonna get then you're purposely gonna catch COVID. I got it over here at this store.
Right.
So, but at the same time, nobody wants to get sued for forcing somebody to wear a mask. It's wrong on both ends, but it's semi-necessary to be courteous to other people to wear a mask.
Well, this is showing you just how selfish America is.
Oh, God.
We don't care about our neighbors or friends, people. We don't care. Like, we don't. It's all about us, and if it's an inconvenience, we're going to raise hell, and we don't want to hear about nobody crying and complaining. And I say that to go into the whole Karen thing.
Yeah.
So you said
I'm about to do this. You
said you had a Karen.
Trying to be a Karen.
You're not. That's not a Karen haircut. That's not a Karen haircut. It's too long. Karen haircut stop like right here.
I told
and
my
it's
dad,
like a bob or whatever.
I was like, Dad, do I look, like a white girl? And he's like, as soon as you open your mouth, they're gonna be able to tell that I'm not a white girl. He's like, stop.
So when Antonio did your hair, he was like, go and hook me up with the Karen.
Give me the
Karen cut.
But now I'm gonna put my weave back in, bro. I don't know. I like it. I go from liking it to not liking it. So
what would you do if you ran into a Karen? So for anybody who don't know, let's describe. Tell them what you think a Karen is.
Would do, or
well, before we get into that, give your definition of a Karen.
Well, from what the Karens that I've been seeing on online with all these memes and whatnot, it's somebody who has been instilled with white supremacy mentality. That's what I think.
That's woo, you went deep. I should have gave my little bullshit definition first. I just think this is what a Karen is.
Get to the truth.
A Karen is someone, like you said, they have deep prejudice, deep racism, and they don't like to be inconvenienced. And they have this sense of entitlement. Right. That's from what I see.
And that's the supremacy mentality. That's what it is.
It's been
bottom line.
Every day you have, I'm going to get back to how would you handle a situation like this. I saw that, did you see the husband and wife lawyers that came out with the husband had the AR-15 and the wife had the pistol.
I saw
because
that.
people were
that meme went out. It went crazy.
Yeah,
It was spreading.
The people were like, this is their house. The mic is their house, and this is the street and the sidewalk, and they were protesting going past their house.
Right. They
saw this and they come out, guns ablazing, fully loaded, hands on the trigger, all of this stuff.
Right.
And it's like it's mind-boggling the state of mind that we're in and the state that America is in for people, because when you say that story, you think, man, that's messed up. But the majority that I'm reading, it's people saying they have every right to protect their property.
Well, it's scary because it's like they're looking at themselves like, yo, I'm white. This is
yeah, right.
We're right now.
Yeah.
We're the minority, and and people are sensitive right now on both sides of everything.
I think it's fear.
Well, and I try to get to the bottom of this earlier, and in my mind, and I try to say, the supremacy mentality doesn't really exist. I'm trying to say to myself, I've never really seen it with my own eyes. Now I'm hearing about it on the media. People are talking about it a lot, but when I go out, is this really it, or am I inside and I'm being controlled by the TV and I'm being controlled by the media as far as just implements of fear? And then I go, wait a minute. And then we saw that real video. But you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, well, now that just took me. I can't think that because now.
Yeah, because
we got to be more evolved in this. Like, this can't be real. It's real. Is this where we're at? Really?
This is so real. The thing is now that this is like a play that's been going on, but you haven't seen it because the curtains were closed. Now the curtains are open. You're like, what is this? And the people that could see the play or in the play and be like, I told you we've been doing this, or we've been living this.
It's weird because do you think in New Mexico, we really don't have a movement here? Like, I really thought that we were all gonna boycott Starbucks because of everything that happened with Black Lives Matter. I'm like, let's buy a new coffee shop. We need minority owned. Me and Buck, we're gonna open up our own Black Bean coffee shop. It was gonna be Black and Bean. And we were
emphasis on the buck.
Right.
Starbucks.
Me and Buck.
No,
but now nobody's boycotting. Nobody's doing anything. So I'm like, well, what's going on here? Everywhere else.
It's so crazy that you say this. When I moved here 10 years ago, I never had been here, and I was like, all right, there's no black people here. There's probably no racism, and they just gonna look at me like I'm an alien. And when I got here, it was kind of sort of like that, but the racism part is what got me. I'm like, how? Like, we're all, okay, tell the truth. Out of the 50 states, we're always at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where is this sense of being better than anyone comes from? And it's crazy because here you have the melting pot of everyone. You have Mexican, Hispanic, you have the Native Americans, you have everybody, and it's so crazy how you could still come to somewhere that's a true melting pot and still have all of this hate and entitlement and carings and all this other stuff. So I got to go back to since we gave them what we define as carings. So if you ever ran into that situation, either if it was towards you or indirectly, okay, say if me and you are somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a caring situation and a woman is berating me, and we know she's dead wrong, how would you handle the situation?
So my first reaction is always to beat the living crap out of someone. But I'm not, I learned since then that you can get arrested. And
so that's the old Shondeen.
That is the old Shondeen.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm a little more, and everybody's pulling out their cameras nowadays. So
you
can't do that.
Yeah.
So I actually thought of this earlier. We must have been tuned in because I already have an answer for you.
Mm-hmm.
And what that is to plan a murder behind the scenes. No.
So you're just gonna say this on TV right now?
Well, not really. And really that's what it is. I mean, with people like that, you gotta and here's me, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do an investigation on the person. I get the plates. Mm-hmm. We go to her job or her whatever, and then we address it with her authorities.
Wow.
That's really the truth.
So you become a more Karen than the Karen.
It's important because there was someone there was another Karen with the Confederate flag thing.
Right.
And I saw that.
Yeah, and when she said,
and she was so apologetic.
Oh yeah, because we got to tell them what happened. So what happened was she was at a rally, and she's in the back of a truck, and the people holds up the rebel flag, and the people were like, what's, Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I don't care. I'll teach my kids to hate you.
Right. And the teaching the kids to hate.
That's crazy.
That's the crime. You don't do that. You can have love for the white race.
Right.
You can have love for your own race. There's no problem with that. That's fine. We all do.
But when the hate comes in.
But the hate.
Yeah.
Love your race, but don't preach hate.
Right.
That's wrong.
That's very true. Now, as far as me as a Karen, oh man, it's so hard because I can sit up here and give you a diplomatic answer.
The true way is to see. I learned to retract back. Don't do it now, Shondeen. Don't do it. Don't do it, Shondeen. You don't want to catch a case. So you find out who they are. And understand, you got to respect time.
Right. Yeah.
It's not the right time, and I don't make any decisions while I'm in heated moments like that because everybody will die. I will go, and if I'm going to get this person, then I might as well go get my ex, and everyone's going to get it.
So I've changed my ways because children. I got daughters.
You have to be respectful.
And I got my daughters. I got Mamba. I don't want to leave now, but it makes me. I swear. Like when I give it, I'll say this. Before Tasia was born, my youngest, there's no way I'm letting it slide. I'm going off. I'm not thinking about consequences. I'm not thinking about, getting things filmed or anything else.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a man or a woman. That's how I feel. You're not going to disrespect me to the point of disrespecting me to that level.
Right.
Because what I figured out is a lot of people will throw racial slurs because they know it will hurt you.
Right.
Because that's the whole, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's about getting dominance over the other person.
Right.
So you'll do whatever. And this is crazy to say. A lot of people throw around racial slurs and aren't even racist. They just do it because they're upset and they know it's going to take you to a place.
It's true. And the N-word is very offensive. And I've seen grown to black men call themselves that to try to belittle each other.
Yeah.
So we know. We know what that word means, and we know where it comes from.
That's true.
We know the history on the word, and we don't say it.
That's true.
Because it's disrespectful. So people do it to hurt each other. They use it as a verbal gun.
Right
now is no time for it. Right now we can't.
So
don't do it.
So
not right now.
We got to talk about the video. So we're going to show the video of this. There was a black woman sitting next to a white woman.
Yeah.
And they obviously had been sitting there for a little bit.
And she's like, I thought you were cool. She
they were talking. No, that wasn't 2 drinks. The way she was talking. And so one of the stewardess, or is that what you call it?
It's a man.
A man steward?
It's a steward.
What is it? Stewardess? Steward?
I used to call waitress boys, but I know they were waiters.
Because the 2 S's make them a female, right?
Right.
So the plane dude, that's not the pilot. That sounds so sexist. The only other guy on the plane that's not a pilot.
I know, right?
He was
the feminist movement. We're coming out.
Are there female pilots?
Yeah.
Is it? Are they called pilot sis?
I know.
Pilot sis.
I would say a joke, but I'm not even going to go
You're
there
not
right
gonna go
now.
there?
Not out of respect for the sensitivity of the nation right now.
Yeah.
I could say.
So the black man was a steward, and the white woman and the black woman had been talking, and they were on good terms.
Yeah.
And you guys will hear it. She says, "I thought you were cool."
Yeah, I saw
but
that.
You thought you were comfortable enough to call this man the N-word to me, and I'm an African American woman.
Yeah.
To me, okay, all right.
With everything going on,
I think that's
yourself.
a mental problem. Like something had to be wrong with that lady.
Yeah.
It had to be alcohol. It had to be whatever she had on the plane. I never want to drink it because I don't want to be that truthful on the airplane. Did she say
it several times, or what was the deal?
She said it twice.
Yeah.
She said it twice. She said it that the first time she said it got her choked out, as you can see. And the second time she said it, the woman was trying to get her again. And that's what, it's so crazy because you know who broke up the fight? The black man who got called the N-word.
Yeah.
And people's reaction was like, why is he helping her? And it goes back to what you said. And I'm glad you said this because I didn't understand why he was helping either. He's still at work.
Right.
He still has to be professional and all of that. And you know how much restraint that you have to have for someone to call you that. And you still have to help them. You still have to.
That's like it's a lot like I was arrested once by a black cop, and I was
Once.
Once.
Why do we always have we need to have a show called Cops and Shondeen, and we're just going to talk about all of your arrests.
Whatever you do, don't put the mugshot.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you. I'm going to go.
Awful. They got me, bro. It looked like you wanted. Oh God.
I'm going to go find it.
Awful.
I want to go. This is what we're gonna do because I have
like
that.
a bean head with fried hair. That's what it looks like.
We have that Morphin app, so I'm gonna take all of your.
You guys remember Nick Nolte?
Yeah,
that's exactly what
it like. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do that. I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetting. No, but you know how much restraint that man had to have not to.
He was still being professional, regardless.
He was still calling her ma'am. And he actually tried to get her up, and she's like, "Don't touch me." And he was like, "Okay, ma'am." And no,
that's weird.
But that's
being, a situation.
That's being above the hate.
Yeah.
Because
he's gonna get not getting involved mentally, getting himself all worked up.
Hate is meant to make you angry. And it took me to be 38 years old to understand that. Because 38 before, oh man, all hell's breaking loose.
Yeah. Hate, I don't know. Hate for me has always been a form of jealousy.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
I've caught myself being like, I hate that Josh Fournier. He's so funny. I hate him. And I'm like,
Josh!
You know what? It's not that.
If Shondeen doesn't hate you as a comedian, that means you suck.
I know, right? I'm like, I hate that, Zach and Vega. No. And it's because, it's telling me that I need to step up my comedy.
There you go.
That's what it is.
There you go. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you do that instead of going to the point that you want to hurt that person.
Right.
And bring them down, and so you could be above them. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I don't know, I've talked about this so much, but it's easy to do this in a setting where you're calm and relaxed. Because here's my downfall. Because you say you don't watch the news. I
purposely don't watch it.
I watch the news every day, all day.
I don't want to get overloaded. I'll end up drinking wine every day, and I don't drink. And I'm like, I need to relax. It'll get my mind.
You don't drink. I just realized that last week you didn't have one drink.
No.
Okay. Next time, bring the Coke.
I only do one thing.
Well, we got a glass table here. No, this is something that we'll do because this is, like you said, the race relations in the country is real messed up. So I want to be able to touch on it. And then, I still want to do this. You know what? The show that I want to do, and I think I'll get my daughter and then you can find a kid. Let's have some kids on here to talk about it and how they're coming up in this whole situation.
Because they're watching TikTok and all that stuff. They don't watch the news.
It's tied in.
But let's see what they're watching.
I want to see what their lives is because their lives is going to be completely different. And is it something that they're getting that we get as adults, or is it even worse? Let's do that. I was trying to implement kids into our show because I know we said that and we've done a couple now. We need to bring some kids.
The kids are the future.
Yeah,
it's important to find out what
they're Whitney. Okay, Whitney Houston with the Karen hair.
I believe the children. I love Whitney Houston.
Okay, so we're gonna end the show with Shondeen singing. No. So take that little clip and make her sing into whatever. So hey, this has been a good show. Dang man, it always seems like when we sit down, it just flies by because I want to let y'all know we don't do any show notes. We don't talk to each other about what we're gonna say.
This is us raw.
Real talk. Well, not raw because we can't really get raw, but raw thoughts. There we go.
Raw thoughts.
So y'all keep up with us. I had to get it out right. My name is Buck D.
Shondeen.
Y'all know what it is every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 26.
Oh, and next week.
What do we have?
We're gonna go to the brewery.
Oh,
Craft Room Brewery.
Let's do that. Oh, so we getting drunk on the job?
We might be. I might drink. I might have a drink.
Sounds good. Keep the beats. Keep the beat button ready.
Beware.
I drink water on this show, so if I have a couple beers, it might be some beat button moments. So
beware, guys. This is gonna be great.
Hey, so we're gonna go out. Make sure you have Shondeen singing that song when we leave out. We gone.
It's too much.
I can't. Yeah, you gotta use that.